Today is the feast day of Saint Benedict. Saint Benedict is connected with both Kylemore Abbey and Glenstal Abbey. Saint Benedict was born in Italy in 480 AD. The only authentic life of Saint Benedict is that which is contained in the second book of Pope Saint Gregory's Dialects, probably written between 593 and 594 AD. After attending primary school, Benedict went to Rome to broaden his knowledge of both literature and law. However, since he was probably disgusted by the lifestyle of his peers and by Rome's difficult political situation, he retired with a group of priests, taking his old nurse with him as a servant. Saint Benedict worked his first miracle, restoring to perfect condition an earthenware wheat sifter, which his servant had accidentally broken. The notoriety of this miracle drove Benedict to withdraw further from social life. He took shelter in a cave in the ruins of Nero village, where he began to live as a hermit. Immersed in loneliness, his only contact with the outside world was with a monk called Romachus, who lived nearby. He gave Saint Benedict a monk's habit and provided for his spiritual and material needs. 3 solitude years later followed, and some shepherds befriended Benedict. They became to follow his teachings and pastorals, and of course the principles of the Benedictine order. He founded 12 monasteries and assigned 12 apostles to each of them. In addition, he founded a 13th monastery for novices and those needing education. During his lifetime, Saint Benedict performed many miracles. Unfortunately, a priest called Florentines was envious of Benedict's popularity, and his envy forced Benedict to depart in spite of persistence of his disciples. After leaving, Benedict went towards Cassio, and in the period between 525 and 529 AD, the Abbey of Monte Cassio was founded, and this became the most famous of the Benedictine monasteries in Europe. At Monte Cassio, Benedict supervised the building of the monasteries. He established the monastic order and performed many more miracles. Saint Benedict devoted himself to the evangelizing the local population who practiced pagan worship. Shortly before he died, Saint Benedict saw the soul of his twin sister, Saint Scholastica, rising to heaven in the form of a dove. This vision happened a few days after their last talk together at the foot of Monte Cassio. In the end, a life so noble was justifiably followed by a much glorified death. Of course, according to tradition, Saint Benedict died on March 21st, 547 AD. He foresaw his coming death, informing his close and faraway disciples that the end was near. 6 days before dying, he had the grave in which he was to share with his now deceased twin sister, Saint Scholastica, opened. Then, completely exhausted, he was taken to his monastery, and after taking his last Holy Communion, he died supported by his monks. Hear more about the life of Saint Benedict and the connection with Kylemore Abbey on our Castles of Connemara tour every Tuesday, Thursdays and Saturdays.